Hello everybody, my name is Myung Moon and welcome to iHome Church. First of all, happy Valentine's Day weekend to all of you. We certainly hope that you have spent a lovely Valentine's Day with your beloved and your beloved family, and that it will continue throughout the weekend. It's 3 o'clock in the morning actually right now, but I am incredibly excited because I just came back from spending time with my beloved, and my beloved of course is God, but also their physical representative is our true parents. And I find it highly significant that after 40 weeks of iHome Church, True Mother invited me to come to Hawaii to spend some time with her. And so it was a wonderful opportunity for me to hear her heart and hear her words, and also an opportunity for me to speak about what I've been doing and what are my plans, and where I saw myself working very, very hard in the near future. But, this was an incredible trip for me, because iHome Church is something that's near and dear to me and my husband. It's something that we started. It was our proactive adventure. And of course, when we started our presence or opened up our doors on the internet, we were flooded by so many comments and interest, and so much curiosity factors floating all over the place. And it's really been quite a ride for the last almost 9 months. But it's been an incredible journey for Ben and I, because we felt that we were doing something or contributing to a larger vision in terms of continuing our father's legacy, our true parents' legacy, and sharing the words that my father, the Reverend Myung Moon, have shared over his lifetime. And it's been an incredibly rewarding experience for us. And we did this kind of out of our heart of really wanting to serve the other. And we never expected it to be recognized or, appreciated in any way. We really had kind of a long-term vision in that as one of the children of the Messiah's family, or the true parents, I felt called by God to really kind of speak and testify about God and true parents. And we certainly didn't expect a call from True Mother where she recognized our work, and not only recognized but supports our work, and not only supports but blessed our work in what we're doing here at iHome Church. And she specifically asked Bishop Kim, who is the Continental Director of the American movement, to lend his full support to the work that we are doing. And she really kind of, inspired me to come and work together with her, because one of the things that she would like to accomplish in her lifetime is really the creation of one country. As I've shared with you before, her last name means Han Nara Han. It means one country or one nation or one family Han. And so, she representing true parents, or the unity of heaven and earth, now that true father is up in heaven, she feels a deep calling to really get to work on the reunification of North and South Korea. And she would like to mobilize all the different people that we have known throughout the years, that have worked together with us, to really help both halves of Korea to understand that It should not be the last remaining bastion of the Cold War era where a country is divided in half. We really need to stand as one nation under God and be that example of a country that really uplifts and inspires other countries to really understand that we're not just a nation unto ourselves, but that we belong to a family of nations, really under the blessing of God, our Heavenly Parent. And we need to start working as a family. And that is really the only way that we're going to address a lot of the problems that we have all around the world. Our true mother is fully cognizant of all the difficulties surrounding ISIS and the recent terrorist attacks in France, and also the most recent one in Sweden. And the list just goes on and on. And terrorism is really a fight, or war amongst religions, and it's a fight really on theological issues, and highlighting the differences of each faith. When my father really proclaimed that the only way to unify this world is to understand ourselves in the larger context, not get stuck in the differences or the details of where we stand as a religion, but we need to kind of see ourselves that we belong to one hand or one family of God. And only by really uniting with God, this is our Heavenly Parent and now His representative true parents, can we keep our head and our eyes focused on the most important thing, which is that we belong to one family of God. And that has got to be our platform or our common denominator that really gets us on the road to becoming a unified worldwide family. And so I find it incredibly significant, that in the word unity, and even the church that my father started, he named it Unification Church. Why are we called the Unification Church? It's because our purpose, our work, our most important mission statement is to unify. It's to unify, our relationship, create a relationship between us and God, to unite our mind and body, to unite our individual family, to unite our community, society, nation, and world, and then the cosmos. Our purpose here is to unite. And I find it incredibly exciting that when you listen to the word unity, from somebody who's coming from an Asian background, I hear you need tea. In my mind, it speaks loud and clear. You, that means you and me, we need tea, true parents, who brings this incredible message of true love. And that's really the only thing that is going to unite all the brothers and sisters all around the world and really allow us to rise above the differences that have brought terrorism, war, and hatred, that really is going to help us rise above our differences that have led to incredible confusion. And we're kind of like children, running around in a labyrinth, a perpetual labyrinth of sorts. And we are not sure what we're running. We're trying to get out, or we're trying to find our way in this labyrinth, but without a clear guide that has a bird's eye view over the labyrinth to kind of guide us out of our labyrinth, it's incredibly difficult to get ourselves out when you and I are in this labyrinth. That's why you need tea. That's why we need true parents. And it is the differences, that we have celebrated that have turned us against each other. Again, looking at the other as an enemy, looking at the other as something that we need to fear, that we don't understand, that we need to ignore, that we need to hate. But one thing that I've noticed about God, and God is our Heavenly Parent, and one thing that I've noticed about true parents, and most parents in general, they do not really dwell on what we have done or what we have not done. A really loving and a good and an encouraging parents always concentrate on what the child can do, the future or the potential of the child. If you are an encouraging and an empowering parent, you are not going to pin your child to what they have done and what they have not done and judge them, day in and day out, because we as parents know that that is not going to yield the best result, in that we will not be able to raise positive, proactive, incredibly inspired, beautiful sons and daughters of God. We know that by supporting them, by loving them, by encouraging them and uplifting them, and really kind of inspiring them to focus on what they can be, have a vision in their mind of what they can be, then true miracles can happen with our children. And I've seen that time and time again. And, the great thing about having had our true parents together in this great country of America for the last, 3 decades or so, is that I've seen the best of our unification movement. When we come together and when we are, able to rise above our own labyrinths and really take a bird's eye view, meaning God's point of view, and see the world the way God sees the world. And we can unite with that vision through our true parents. Incredible things have been accomplished. I don't think we can look back into the history of the Unification Church, especially in this American movement, without remembering the incredible victories of Yankee Stadium, of Washington Monument, of Father's, consistent speeches on must go to Moscow, and then witnessing the glasnost and perestroika and the coming down of the iron walls. And, we were right there. You were right there. And I remember falling in love with the brothers and sisters of the American movement when I sat there watching what took place at the Yankee Stadium. Here we were, getting prepared for the big event, and the wind started to blow and it started to rain, and it looked like the rain was going to dampen the whole festivities or that whole event. But what did the American brothers and sisters do? They got together and they locked arm in arm and started singing. And, in the middle of this rain and wind and things flying all over the place, they just kept on singing. And to a young mind, like the way I was a very, very young girl, it was an incredibly powerful experience for me. Because not only did the rain stop right before, it was almost as if God drew up the curtain of rain right before our true Father was scheduled to go on stage. And miraculously, Heavenly Father and Mother drew up the curtain. There was no rain, and it was a beautiful, beautiful evening. And Father could really claim that evening for God, for true parents, and for this great country of America. I saw you guys do it. And then I saw it again in Washington Monument. And then I saw it again at the Berlin Wall. And I saw it again on all those anti-communist rallies where we really fought for unity of North and South Korea. And guess what? You've accomplished a lot of things. But one thing still remains. And that is the reunification of North and South Korea. So I find it incredibly significant that True Mother at this time is really kind of emphasizing to me the need to create one nation or one family. Because Father has said many times, unless we can have one nation, really symbolizing God's country, it's going to be very, very difficult to really substantiate the kingdom of heaven on earth. And so the reunification of North and South Korea is one of those things that must be tackled first. And with all the different friends that we have, garnered over the years, that have come to see my father as a true man of peace, who have not just talked the talk, but put vast resources into keeping this world free, they realize that true father has come to really usher in a new millennium and really encouraging all the children of the world to not continually fight the old religious wars, fight the wars of hatred, fight the wars of terrorism, but to really encourage humankind that, look, guys, we are standing at a time when we can basically destroy our world 100 times over. Do we really want to do that? Do we really want to destroy ourselves and our families and our children? Or do we want to find a way to create peace, to create lasting world peace? Well, that's what our true parents want, and that's what our true mother wants. Right now, there's just so much confusion, and lots of people are saying all sorts of things. Lots of people are running around headless in this labyrinth. But true mother is saying, keep a bird's eye view or God's point of view on the work that we need to do as members of the Unification Church. And as members of the Unification Church, what is the most important thing that we are here to do? Unification. We need to unify. We need to bring all the differences and all the difficulties and all the sufferings. And through the true love of our true parents and in the physical presence of our true mother, the Holy Spirit made manifest, she is here to really heal all the differences, all the rifts, and all the suffering and pain. And by really raising up the sons and daughters of God to be that eternal, beautiful sons and daughters of God, really reminding them of God's point of view, in a way, reminding them that God is our North Star. We got to stop running around in our labyrinth like a chicken without a head. We have a head. We have God, North Star, and we have the physical manifestation of the North Star in our true parents. So this is the time when true parents need our full support, our full dedication, and our full commitment, because guess what? When we unify, it is incredible what we can accomplish. And so, I feel that in a way, all the things, incredible things that need to be done, it's kind of like waiting for us. It's harvest time. Things are ready. People are fed up with all the terrorist attacks. People are fed up with all the intolerance and hatred. People want something more. As Father said, we are moving towards the new millennium, where more of an emphasis on the beauty of the spirit and culture will be highlighted. And just as our true Father said many, many years ago, it's coming to light. Because people do not want the death and destruction of their families and their beloved to continue on and on and on. And we need to be the one to say, hey, the buck stops here. We are going to be the ones. We are going to be the ones to say, enough is enough. Let us move forward and let us do the work of kingdom building. And how incredible would it be if the mothers, for instance, got together and, I have long dreamed about having a peace concert, not in South Korea, but in North Korea. And imagine a peace concert, all performed by mothers, incredible singers who are mothers. Basically, the mothers uniting say, we are sick and tired of this division. We are sick and tired of our families being torn apart. We want our children to live in peace, not in fear, not in threat of war. And imagine if the mothers got together and brought world mothers, incredible entertainers who are mothers, to come and perform in North Korea as a peace festival. And imagine if we had a beautiful bridge ceremony there, with a representative of South Korea and a representative of North Korea crossing the bridge to really commit themselves as sisters, as mothers, as daughters of Korea to work for the reunification of North and South Korea. Wouldn't that be absolutely fantastic? Well, it's not just a dream. When we can see it, we can actualize it, we can manifest it, we can substantiate it. And it all starts by us coming together, rising above our differences, coming together in the unity of God and true parents, because that's when magic happens, because that's when we start channeling divine fortune. And so we don't even realize how much divine fortune we have on our fingertips. The only thing that we really need to do is open up our eyes, open up our hearts, come in unity with God and true parents, and look at all the things that can be done. So can you imagine if we can start from our own little small group, our own little communities, start talking about the reunification of North and South Korea, start creating community-level festivals that highlight the importance of women, this Pacific Rim era, in bringing about peace. Mothers who have had enough of their sons being beheaded by ISIS, saying enough is enough. We need to do something about it. And really encourage the politicians to get on the bandwagon towards working to create this reunification of North and South Korea, and to really bring about the reunification of different religions, and to really work towards the reunification again, or unification of men and women. Because some of the most vicious battles are between men and women in the context of religion. And so I feel that, this Valentine's Day is a wonderful day where we celebrate our beloved. Now, we celebrate our loved ones, many times our husbands and wives. But how incredible would it be when we remind ourselves on this beautiful Valentine's Day weekend? This is the weekend that not only that we will think about liberating our husband and our wife from their cares in the world, maybe give them a day at the spa, maybe give them a day in the man cave to do whatever our husband wants to do. But how incredible would it be if this Valentine's Day weekend can really be dedicated to prayers and thoughts about liberating our ultimate beloved. And who is our ultimate beloved? It is God, our heavenly parent, and then our true parents. Really liberate them from the cares of the world, from the pains of the world. As I shared with you, when I heard about the terrorist strike that took place in France, it's not Muhammad that's crying, but it's God that is crying, because he sees his and her children fighting and killing each other and doing harm to one another. How incredibly painful is it when we have children of our own and we see our children wanting to kill each other, hate each other, harm each other. That's the heart of God. So if we truly understand God, shouldn't we be like true Father? The difference between Father and many, many believers around the world is that many believers, when they pray to God for help. They prayed to God for deliverance. Please deliver us. Please help us. Please do this for us, and so on and so forth. But the difference and the unique aspect of my father, the Reverend Myung Moon, is he never asked God for deliverance. He never asked God for help. He never asked God for liberation. He is the one who said to God, let me be the one to liberate you. Let me be the one to deliver you from your suffering. Let me be the one to ease your heart. In a way, my father and my mother, together as true parents, were the ones singing to God about how much they love them and how much they want to do all these things for them. And if we want to tap in to the divine fortune and really do incredible things, we need to have that kind of a heart as the child of God. We need to be the ones to say, we want to deliver you. We want to liberate you. We want to love you with gratitude for the rest of our lives. And when we can change our thinking in terms of being bogged down with the cares of the world to really focusing on what is really important, on what a true unification is supposed to be, then we start seeing miracles unfold in your life and in mine. And so I am extremely grateful that, the blessing that our true mother gave in support of the work at iHome Church, and really kind of inspiring me and encouraging me to work hard for the reunification of North and South Korea. I don't think that is just a call to me. I feel when she talks to me about this reunification, she's talking to all her children because she is the true parents. And so I really feel that in unity, we need to stand strong with God and true parents. And in standing strong with God and true parents, we will unify North and South Korea. And when we unify North and South Korea, we will unite world religions. And when we can unite world religions, then we will unite and solve the problem of men and women. And when we can unite men and women with the spirit of true love, that's when we see the miracle unfold and we start creating one family under God. So on this beautiful Valentine's Day weekend, the song that my husband and I would like to sing to God, this fabulous song, there's this beautiful song by Van Morrison, and it's called Have I Told You Lately That I Love You? When was the last time that we told God how much we love you? And have I told you there's no one else above you? When was the last time that we sang this to God? Fill my heart with gladness. Take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. But the Reverend Moon's version of that is not fill my heart with gladness. He would say, let me fill your heart with gladness, Heavenly Parent. Take away all my sadness. Reverend Moon's version will be, let me take away all your sadness. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. Let me ease your troubles for you. So this is our heart here at iHome Church. And this is the song that we want to sing to our beloved, our Heavenly Parent, and to our beloved here on earth and in heaven, our true parents. And this is the song that we want to sing to all the people that we love in our family. So on this weekend where we celebrate Happy Valentine's Day or our beloved, let us really give thanks to God and our true parents and to the people in our lives, and really unify and unite ourselves around our true parents and move the world towards a better place. So God bless and take care.
Have I told told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my trouble, that's what you do. Like the morning sun in all its glory, starts the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my heart with laughter, somehow you just make it better, ease my trouble, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and praise to the one, to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my trouble, that's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and praise to the one, to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my trouble, that's what you do. Fill my heart with gladness, take away all my sadness, ease my trouble, that's what you do.
If you have any questions and comments, please leave them below the video or go to injuredmoon.com and use the contact form. And don't forget to subscribe to our email list. And if you would like to contribute to our work here at iHome Church, just click on the donate button. Thank you.